I sent you two different things. Okay,
Uh-huh.
The first one I forgot about. That happened last week.
Yeah. That the picture?
The picture. So this guy, I mean, he looked like a respectable businessman driving. I don't know, what is that? A Jeep?
Yeah, like a Jeep Geo Tracker or something like that. That's a Jeep. That's a Jeep.
Okay, so you know how you have the tire? Isn't it on the tire the saying?
Yeah, you have a spare tire cover.
Yes.
You know, like that little sheath comes over it.
I can't even say what it says. It says, you say it.
I don't want to say it. You say it. Just replace the bottom word.
It said basically, I eat, and then a word that starts with an A.
Isn't it only 3 letters?
Correct. And I'm like,
what the heck, bro?
What, dude, what? Of course you're going to get pulled over, first of all.
I don't know if you are.
For any reason.
Oh, you mean like if he's going
anything.
56 and a 55?
Yes.
What makes you say when they're like, we also have some spare tire covers if you want to do a cover. We have this black one. This is a gray one. Also, this one. Do you want this one that says I eat butt on it?
Maybe it was discounted.
No.
Maybe it was 75% off. But then you paint over that or something, right? Like, what, sir? I mean,
and then what are you still? You're still like using your blinker? It doesn't even make sense.
I mean, like, are you a sales guy? Are you going to go on calls with that vehicle?
Are you going to go to the grocery store with that vehicle?
Are you going to pick your kids up with that vehicle?
Are you going to go to Target drive up and they're like, do you want me to put it in the back? Yeah. And then they come around and see that?
Right? Or are you going to go to church? Hi, Pastor Glenn. Right?
I mean, I don't know.
All right. So they're in timeout. Whoever that person.
Describe more of the person. What do any other physical descriptions?
Just clean cut looking person, white guy.
Of a certain age or
young-ish. I would say late 30s.
Okay, so like my age ish. I mean, I'm 41.
Are you 41? I thought you were like 43.
No, I'm 41.
Oh, my bad.
Sorry. So, well, this is like me. If I round you up to 60.
I know. I'm like,
how dare you?
Whatever.
I'm 58 and a half.
Rude. Anyway,
that dude's in timeout.
That dude is in total timeout. And anyway, grounds for divorce if you're married, by the way.
Yeah, imagine he pulled, I don't know.
Like,
different strokes.
You know, you start backing into like help your mom.
I mean, church, the school meeting, grocery store, work, post office, court, the park, a lake.
The vet.
The gym. The vet.
The butt doctor. Especially the butt doctor. Anyway, if you're just joining us, there was a person on the road who had a sign on the back of his car that said, I eat. And then a 3-letter word that starts with A.
And it wasn't like a little bumper sticker like you have to pull up close enough and you're like, oh, I'm behind a pervert. This is a big spare tire cover, a full-size tire, not even the donut spare tire. This is a full big dog.
And by the way, if you are listening and this happens to be someone you know, by all means,
email us immediately. Donna and Steve show at mytalk1071.com.
Okay, so then yesterday, I'm on the road. I'm in Bloomington on the back roads. I'm just going to pick up my dog. And I'm like, what the hell is that now?
Was the circus in town?
I don't know, but do you have the audio?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, here, let's listen to the audio.
Right, here, let me turn this up here. Go back.
It's a teeny little red thing.
You know what it reminds me of? I'll let the video.
Car.
It almost reminds me of, you remember the ambiguously gay duo on SNL? Yes. Ace and Gary? And they had a vehicle that was awfully phallic in shape. This is kind of what it looks like. Here's Donna experiencing it.
What the hell is this thing? Is there a human inside this?
So that it turns.
What is that thing? What? All right, bye. All right, bye.
The fact that he made a right turn, which really showed the side. That is such a bizarre. I've never seen a vehicle like that.
I'm not kidding. It is like the size of a roller skate, and it's pressed down. And I'm like, is there somebody in that, or is it like being remote controlled? It's on the road. It's in front of me at a stop sign.
And it's behind a normal sized vehicle, which really shows how tiny this thing looks. Imagine if like a motorcycle sidecar stretched out, like if you pulled it out like it was taffy. Like that's how low to the ground it was. What a bizarre vehicle. Like, is that a...
What's this thing? Is there a human inside this?
Well, I'm trying to figure out.
What is that?
What in the world? I feel like we could do some research and figure that out. But yeah,
I'll post it. And I'm
who said, all right, honey, I'm going to take off. I'm going to go grab something from Home Depot. The only thing you can fit in there is a receipt. Anything else? That is such a weird looking car.
It's the funniest thing. I mean, it's honestly, I have kids in the neighborhood who have cars bigger than that.
I cannot express to you how bizarre this car was. Yeah, it does look like it would be operated by foot.
I know. I'm like, what is it? I don't know.
I tell you what, though, man.
Nobody's going to survive an accident in that thing.
Absolutely not.
Damn.
Also, if that thing would have come down your street, the cul-de-sac with kids, that would have been the highlight. Oh, we would have been running out of the house. You got to see this thing.
You're right.
Oh, man.
Oh, it was so funny. It just took me off guard because one minute I'm just like, doop-de-doo, normal drive, stop sign, red light. And then this thing just in front of me. Like, what? What? It's almost like a spy tool. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's very bizarre. All right, we'll get to by the way,
fun.
if that was you, please, by all means, email the show. Donna and Steve Show at mytalk1071.com. Thank you.
Let's see here.
I don't know how we could top that. I don't want to get dark.
We can't. No, I don't want to get dark either. I'm looking at emails. Here's one. I'm going to cold read from Linda. Friday thoughts, she says. Happy Friday, everyone.
Hi.
I'm grateful for every day and all the wonderful people that come in and out of my life. Steve, when you start stressing about all the travel and events, take a deep breath and say, all is well. We'll all get through life when we gather with friends and family and just enjoy the day. Thanks for making me laugh out loud multiple times every day. And remember, I'm not shy to say to any woman, get your mammogram.
That's awesome. Yes, agreed.
Here's one from Mudbutt. Subject, Mudbutt. Hi, kids. The reason I self-identify as Mudbutt is because when we had the last eclipse, you both said that you didn't feel well during it. Remember that sudden onset nausea that we had? And then we found out it happened to you too, remember?
I do.
She said she had a major case at that time too of Mudbutt. And then when I saw you at your event at Red Rabbit in Wayzata, my other half told you both that I was Mudbutt, and then Steve told me that when I write in to add the Mudbutt so that I'd know who was writing. And I'll tell you what, that has worked. We are never confused as to who we're getting that email from.
Very helpful. Very helpful.
Travel tips. I was talking about some fun trips I've got coming up, but feeling a little stressed ahead of them. Jody says, I traveled 50% for my job over 20 years. One game changer for me was a dedicated set of toiletries and makeup that was always ready to go. I kept a blank scrap of paper in the bag and would make a note during the trip of anything that needed to be replaced or refreshed in the toiletries bag.
I have a friend who does that too. It's just always in her closet, ready to go.
Yeah, somebody else emailed in too. They said always have a travel toiletry bag that you just keep in that suitcase you use.
That's smart.
Got a lot of travel tips from you guys. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. All right, that was fun.